Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is the second time I recorded this video because I was looking a little too crazy earlier. So I was like, you know what, let me come back at the end of the day, let me try it again. So if I look a little funny, number one, I'm sleepy as hell. Number two, my ponytail is to the back. And who wear that ponytail to the back? Somebody who's sick and tired. Okay, and number three, I have a neck spasm. A muscle spasm in my neck right now. That's what I'm going to say. So I really cannot bend my head down very far. So if I look stiff, it's because I am stiff. And yeah, but this video is going to be a military related video because it's Military Monday. I'm sorry this video is coming out so late, but the video earlier did not come out good, so I have to re-record. But I said I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Alright, so this is going to be like what basically happens at basic training. Like, what do you expect to do? This is not really an in-depth video, but it's more so like just an overview of what you kind of do at basic training for those who wonder, like, what do we really do? Like, what do we do every day for 10 weeks? So basically, this is for you guys who are curious about that. I really look like a 12-year-old with these glasses on. Like, I literally can't take myself seriously, but like without my glasses, I look like I'm dead. Like, I don't know. I feel like my glasses is hiding my bags. But I feel like I'm gonna edit this video and not like the way I look. Oh, we're gonna go without the glasses, y'all. I don't know, I look real tired. I look sick. It's because I am sick and tired. I'm fucking tired. Okay, anyway. Let me get back on track of this video from my camera died. So if you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. My name is Sweets Galore, aka Sweets, aka Sergeant Baker. I am E5. In the military, I am also active duty stationed in Fort Eustis, Virginia. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. Basically, I already told you what it's going to be about, so let's go. Alright, so what really happens at basic training? What is really going on? So basic training is broke up into three separate pieces. So you have red phase, blue phase, and white phase. And it kind of gets easier or more relaxed each phase you go up, but still strict. So red phase is week 1 through 3. And I'm basically going to tell you guys what you kind of do in 1 through 3. So the first couple days when you get to basic training, you don't straight like jump into basic. Like, you gotta go to a reception battalion. And basically, it's when you first get off the bus. You get on the bus, you go to your plane, whatever. Get on the bus to get there. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be greeted by a drill sergeant. He's gonna give you some instructions. He's gonna be probably yelling to intimidate you, whatever. But that's not even basic training yet. That's just reception. So you go to reception. You probably be there for 3 to 4 days, and that's where you get your you do your in processing. You'll do a whole bunch of paperwork all over again, and then you'll get your shots, all your vaccinations. If you watch my other story time, that's when you get your peanut butter shot. It's in your booty. So you get the anthrax, you get Hep B, you get, I don't know, they're just down the line, sticky, left, right, literally. Like, I'm not joking. Like, both arms be sore and the booty cheek be sore. So you get your shots. You get your uniforms. That's where you get your military uniform. I mean, your OCPs and your PT uniform. You get your boots, your socks, your shoes, all that stuff you get in reception. You'll probably the second day you'll be wearing your actual uniform. You get your ID tags and ID cards, so they'll take your photo. 9 times out of 10, you look hit in that photo. You be so tired and sleepy. So yeah, you get your ID tags or your dog tags, and you get your ID card, which is your cat card or CAC, whatever. And you do exams like dental exam, you have an eye exam, you have all these like medical ear exam, audio, how you say that word? I don't know. You do your ear exam, your eye exam, you get your teeth, make sure they're straight, and then you basically go through a whole bunch of classes where you learn about the GI Bill, you learn about post 9/11, which one you want to pick, and all that. And I'm telling you, in reception, you're gonna be so tired. Like, I remember one time when I was in reception, it was like 8 o'clock, right? But we had got up at like 3 o'clock that morning, because you probably gotta get in late the day you report to basic training, probably like 10, 11 o'clock, and they're gonna wake you up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna be up from 3 o'clock in the morning all the way to like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, 5 o'clock at night. So I remember waking up, whatever, and I'm sitting in reception, and I'm like, don't have a watch. You're not allowed to talk. I'm like, what time is it? At 8 o'clock, I'm like, in the morning? He's like, yeah, in the morning. What do you mean? I'm like, what? It's only 8 in the morning. I've literally been up only like 5 hours. Like, that shit feels like eternity when you're in reception. Try your best not to fall asleep, but at the same time, they know you're gonna fall asleep because you're so tired. Like, sleep deprivation is real once you join the military. Like, I promise you, you're gonna be exhausted. The most exhausted you have ever been in your life is gonna be when you were in basic training. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Okay, so boom, you then did that, you passed all your exams, you passed all your medical examinations, like I said, you got your shots, you got your uniform, your dog tags, whatever. Now it's time to shift to basic training. So your drill sergeants are going to meet you at the back of reception. They're going to ask you to, hey, have your ID card out and your ID tags, and they're going to be like, your last 4 social or and something or whatever. I was sitting there shaking like a stripper, like, you know what I'm saying? I was so nervous. So try not to show no fear or whatever. They're gonna greet you at the door, them and your first sergeant or whatever. You're gonna get on the bus. They're gonna make you put your head down, and then you're gonna get to your station or whatever, or your duty station at whatever. You're gonna get to basic training, and then you're gonna get off the bus, and they're gonna basically have your bags thrown everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's called shark attack, and they basically make you get your bags within like 10 seconds, and if you don't get it, you gotta come back, and they're just yelling at you and screaming at you. They're making you do push-ups, making you do squats, making you do all that. That's basically what shark attack is. They're just initiating you. It's like a gang, you know what I'm saying? Initiating you into the gang. They're just yelling, and you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. Everything you do is wrong. You know, nothing's gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? So just be ready for shark attack. And that's basically as soon as you get off that bus, that shark attack's gonna happen. So they might be nice to you when you're driving, and then boom. Alright, so fast forward. Now that I gave you a little overview of what the first couple of days are going to be like once you go to basic training, I'm going to give you an overview of just like what goes on within those weeks. So week 1 through 3 is red phase, and you do an FTX where it's like a 1 day, it's like a daytime field exercise where you learn. When we did it, we learned about like war paint and stuff like that. I remember putting paint in our face. Like it was just a day exercise we did right in front of our company. You learn about first aid, so you learn how to put the tube in your nose. I can't think about what it's called. Y'all don't judge me, whatever. But you put the tube in there. You'll learn about like how to treat a casualty, like tourniquets, and how to apply tourniquets, and basically how to save someone's life for like, because a lot of injuries, a lot of people that lose their life in war or in battle is because of they lost a lot of blood. So, or a lot of blood from extremities. So really, if you could put a tourniquet on an arm, tourniquet on this arm, tourniquet on a leg, you possibly could save somebody's life. So basically, that's what you're kind of learning, the basics of first aid, and then they'll give you a test at the end. You learn about radio communication, so you learn how to talk on the radio. You do map reading, so you do have to do land navigation. So basically, that's when they'll put you all in groups, and you guys will basically get 3 points to plot on a map, and you guys have to find them points and write down the good coordinate. Luckily, I had somebody that knew what he was doing. I got a country dude who said, you know what I'm saying, this is easy, y'all just follow me. So we followed along, and we got it done. Some people got lost, but you do have to pass land nav. But y'all in a group, so you'll pass it once you have somebody else. You'll do general ceremony, which is DNC, short for DNC. That's when you learn how to left face, right face. Learning how to march, basically, the basic principle of marching. Because when I came in, I didn't do no research like y'all are doing right now. I did no research. I didn't know nothing about the military, nothing at all. And this is a great tool. Like, I wish somebody would have told me, because I didn't even know what marching was, honestly. Like, when they said left, 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 I'm thinking they're like, only you can step on your left foot. Like, for some reason, I thought you could not put your right foot on the ground. Like, what, Tia? Come on. But yeah, I didn't know how to march. I ain't know how to do none of that. So DNC basically teach you how to march, and y'all have a little competition. Probably like in phase 2 or phase 3, you'll do a DEC competition between you and the other like platoons that are out there. And the first sergeant will be the judge of who wins and whatnot. So you also will do obstacle courses. You'll do a lot of team building exercise in the first couple of weeks. You do the rappel from the 40-foot tower, where you rappel, and you make your own harness and you rappel, and that's like week 2. And I was terrified, y'all. That was not the one for me, because my tiny self is scared of heights, and I had to make my own harness and then rappel back from that. Like, why would you do that to me? But yeah, and then you'll go do sea burn. So you'll do your you're gonna ruck march. Well, we ruck march to our gas chamber. You do the gas chamber. If they tell you to drink milk the day before, y'all do not drink any milk, because you will throw up. You know what I'm saying? Eat smart, because all your sinuses is gonna be out. The gas chamber sucks. For some it doesn't, but for me it definitely sucked. Like, I didn't come out like crying, like OD, like, but I was like, I was walking around like, I was so angry they made us do that. Like, why y'all make us do that? Like, that's how I felt when I did it. So my dress was like, what, you got an attitude, you wanna go again? I'm like, no, just you wanna go again. No. And you do PRT, so you do PT every day. It's between muscle failure and a run day, basically. And do muscle failure and run, muscle failure, run, muscle failure, run. So if you're not all the way in shape, I wouldn't say go completely out of shape. I would say, you know, make sure that you are a little bit in shape, you're working out a little bit, but they're definitely going to get you together. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get you right. Okay, so week 4 through 6 is red phase. So you're going to do a 2-night FTX. So when you're actually going to spend a night out in the field this time, you're going to do a ruck march. Oh, I forgot to say, in the first week, first weeks you do a ruck march. It's not a long ruck march, but you do a ruck march. And then for week 4 through 6, every time you have an FTX, usually you do a ruck march. So you got your second ruck march, And that one's a little bit longer. I can't remember how long they were, but it's long, and then longest, whatever. But yeah, you do FTX, you'll learn how to qualify, or you have to qualify with M249. You'll also get to throw grenades, a lot of grenades, and you'll do combatives. And you also not only get to qualify with your M16 or M4, but you will have to, or you get to get familiarized with your M240 Bravo and M249. So that's like the machine guns. So you'll get to learn about those. Basically, it's a lot about marksmanship. Weeks 4 through 6, a lot about learning how to find your weapon and zero and all that. You'll be at the range a lot. So that's when you really need to learn how to qualify. You really have to know how to qualify. You can get kicked out for not knowing how to qualify. But don't be scared if like you ain't never shot a weapon before. Because literally, I knew nothing about the military. I knew nothing about guns. I knew nothing about no weapons. Like I ain't never shot a weapon before. Never went to the range. Never did none of that, and I still passed. So don't be too worried about not being able to qualify. They're going to teach you, and you're going to do it enough times that you should be able to qualify, you guys. And then week 7 through 10 is kind of like bringing everything kind of together. Everything that you learned, you're going to put into play. So you're still going to be doing obstacle courses. You're still going to be doing team building exercise. But 7 through 10, you'll do like room clearing. Basically, you'll learn all this in like settings as well. So you're going to start doing room clearing, or you're clearing buildings. You're all stacking on each other, and you're learning how to clear rooms. You do Nick at Night, which is a basically live, it's supposed to be live rounds. I don't know if it really is or not, you guys, but it's supposed to be live rounds like flying over your head, and you're supposed to be low crawling. You have like barbed wire on top of you, and you're low crawling under it. And every time a flare comes, you gotta like stop, because basically that's like a light, and they're trying to see you, trying to attack you if you're moving. So yeah, you just gotta low crawl, and there's like weapons. There's supposed to be an M249 or M240 Bravo, whatever, shooting over your head and stuff like that. But I really doubt that it's really real, because if somebody stands up, they could potentially kill themselves. So your drill sergeants might tell you a horror story saying, oh, when it was probably Snuffy, didn't pay attention, so, or didn't listen to the instruction, and he stood up and he died. But I really doubt that I was out there about to die and stuff. So yeah, you do another FTX, and this FTX is probably gonna be like five days where you actually stay out there without a shower. You got baby wipes, and you don't get the shower and stuff like that. Also, thing I want to talk about is you do have a lot of inspections, so don't have like a whole bunch. Don't have any snacks in your room. Contraband is contraband, so no gum, candy, Nutrigrain bars and stuff, and the DFAT. Don't take nothing to your room, because they are gonna inspect your room and you will get caught. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make a big deal about it, so don't get caught with nothing. They inspect your rooms every day on the daily. So if your bed isn't folded the right way, if it's not hospital corners the right way, they will flip your whole bed. They will flip your locker if it's open. Like, just make sure all your stuff is always accounted for. Make sure your stuff is always put up. Make sure you always have your weapon. They constantly doing inspections. Another question I got is what happens on Sundays at basic training. So on Sundays, either you go to church or you clean. Even if you go to church, you're still going to clean, but you have the opportunity to go to church every Sunday. You have to write your name on a piece of paper. And when you wake up in the morning, basically you got a later wake up call. So say you wake up at like 4:30 every day on the day. On Sundays, you probably wake up at 6, or you probably get a little hour 30 minutes longer to sleep. So yeah, you get to sleep in a little bit longer, but either you're like cleaning, really you're going to be cleaning the whole day, cleaning the same spot over and over and over again. You and your battle buddies are going to take turns sleeping in wall walkers, sleeping in the bathroom, sleeping in the janitor closet, sleeping in the dang stall, sleeping in the showers. Like, you're gonna be knocked out, and your battle buddies are gonna be killed. Because everybody, I'm telling you, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be so exhausted. So literally Sundays is like trying to sleep, trying to do your personal trying to write. I wrote letters on Sunday, so trying to write your letters in the closet, in the side, in the corner, like, yeah. So basically, I just gave you a little overview of what kind of happens at basic training. I didn't really go into depth. If y'all want an in-depth video kind of like explaining, I guess, more in detail of what you're going to be doing, but I kind of gave y'all like the basics of like what the standards are set and what you guys have to pass and all of that. Oh, I have to say one thing. On the last ruck march, when you finish your FTX, you have the rites of passage, and basically that's when you're basically a soldier. Like, your drill sergeants will come up to you, shake your hand, and say, "Congratulations, soldier." And I'm telling you, when you hear that soldier word, you're gonna be so hyped, because you finally made it. And they don't call you soldier, like, you know what I'm saying, you're private, or you don't get to earn the title soldier until you pass the rites of passage. You know what I'm saying? So like, when they finally say "Congratulations, soldier," you're gonna be so hyped, like, yeah, fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hyped. So yeah, basically that's all for my video. If you guys have any question or any other topic for next Monday, make sure you comment down below. I will be sure to pick one of you guys' topics. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Oh, and make sure to subscribe, you guys. Subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 50K. Come on, please, 50K, please.